We've seen that in the history of India, there are two rivers that have been highly significant. The first of these is the Indus River uh, that flows from the Himalayan mountains down through Kashmir and Pakistan, because that's where the name Hinduism comes from. In fact, we saw that Hindu and India and Indus all have a common root, so much so that some Indians say that to be Indian is to be Hindu, although that's not really the case because there are many Muslims and Christians and Sikhs to be found in India. But the second river that is key in Indian religious history and devotionalism is the Ganges River. The Ganges River. It also has its origin in the Himalayan mountains. It flows south toward Delhi and New Delhi, and then turns east towards Benares and Calcutta. And it's so important in India that they refer to it as mother, the mother river. Let me see the exact term. It's called Gangama, Mother Ganges. It's that important. If you were making a spiritual pilgrimage to India, that's one of the places you would go. You would go to the Ganges River because on the Ganges, it's considered a sacred river, and you would see people there doing devotional ablutions. They would be washing themselves in the river, especially at dawn or sunset. You would see people who would be in boats going up and down the river, and along the way they'd be looking at the various Hindu devotees, the worshipers, and they would also be noticing all of the funeral pyres, the number of cremations that were taking place along the river. It has a deep place of devotionalism in Hinduism. The river itself provides water in north and central India to allow the land to be farmed, so it's a source of great fertility. And it also is a river that's fed by many different tributaries and streams. In fact, during the monsoon season, when the river becomes swollen, it is so large and wide that you can't see across it. In many ways, Hinduism is like the river Ganges. It's fed by many different streams. As I said earlier, it's probably the hardest of the world religions for Christians, I think, to get a hold of because of this. It has no founder, no one like Moses or Abraham, no one like Jesus or like Muhammad, no one like that can say, here are the doctrines. It has no creed. And what is recognized again and again is the many different ways in which you can be a Hindu, the many different paths. So Hinduism is famous for saying many paths to the same goal, many roads lead to the same destination, and so on. And we're going to look at some of those, but the truth is that Hinduism is a conglomeration of ideas and beliefs and convictions and devotional practices, and it varies a great deal within the country of India itself, because in the north, the Aryan Hinduism is radically different in many ways from the southern Hinduism of the Dravidian style. But we want to begin to think about some of these streams that contribute to the river of Hinduism.